Well, hello again, everyone. Welcome, and thank you for tuning in, as always, to ERS TV, Elite Realty Services Television. Welcome, YouTubers. This is going to be another installment for our ERS investment series, where today we'll be talking about learning how to build a balanced portfolio, something I mention a lot when I'm consulting and advising investors. I always advocate for a balanced portfolio, and obviously the simple lesson there, or the simple reason there, is diversity. And as recent market downturns have reiterated or showed us, you don't want to have all your eggs in one basket, so to speak. So when you start talking about building a portfolio, you want to have diversity to that portfolio so that in different economic or market conditions, your portfolio will sustain. So just briefly, what I'm talking about is having a portfolio that consists of some commercial, and don't be intimidated by commercial. We will get into commercial investment in another segment in this another installment of this investment series here on ERS TV, and I cover it in great detail. Do not be intimidated by commercial investment. Commercial investment as a term covers a wide gambit, but you want to have some commercial investment in your portfolio that provides diversity between commercial and residential. And then within the residential segment, you want to have diversity between single-family residents and the multifamily. You even want to have diversity within your multifamily. You want to have duplexes, but yes, you want to have maybe some fourplexes, maybe even beyond that, some 4 to 6 unit mid-rise garden complexes, things like that. So you want to mix it up and have diversity. The simple lesson we learned, I think we all, if you're paying attention, what you learned is, what if in the most recent economic downturn, what if you had a portfolio that consisted, and many investors did, this is not a hypothetical, many investors had their eggs in one basket, so to speak, in single family, not knowing that multifam could sustain even in a down market. And the reason why is because when people cannot afford to buy a home, when they can't qualify, when the barriers to entry to buy your own home, when those barriers get too high or too hard to overcome financially, in the lending environment, the banking industry, in terms of acquiring a mortgage, whatever the reason or barrier may be, when they start to rise, the reality is that it's more difficult for people to buy a home, but everyone's got to still live somewhere. So the rental market and rental properties flourish during these times. Now, yes, people are renting instead of buying single-family homes, or renting SFRs instead of buying them, but there are a large segment who are moving into duplexes and other types of rental property, triplexes, fourplexes, apartment buildings and units and condo units that are out for rent in large complexes. The reason being because these properties typically can be rented for a little bit cheaper, and it makes more economical sense for people who are facing financial hard times or something and need a place to live. So as an investor, if you understand that nuance, then what you get is a balanced portfolio, because your portfolio will be able to sustain, provide a return for you and cash flow for you, even in a down market with regard to real estate and the overall economic markets of the United States. So on a macro and a micro level, having a diverse portfolio is just sound practice. Our service, our ERS Investor Concierge Service, we do consult, and there's no charge for that. As long as you're using our agency, so to speak, to represent you in your acquisitions as you build your portfolio, we provide free of charge all types of investor services through our concierge service, cash flow analysis, portfolio strategies, investment strategies. We do acquisition review, in that we will review any proposed acquisition that you may be thinking about. We'll review it for its merits, whether it's going to provide a healthy return, whether it's a good investment. We provide this consultation, again, free of charge. So tune in. We'll talk about the Investor Concierge service in a later segment of this investor series here on ERS TV. So again, thank you all for tuning in. There's plenty more to come. Keep checking in. ERS TV, Elite Realty Services Television. My name is Damian Russell, and I look forward to addressing you again here on ERS TV. Thank you.